Ashramopanishad. This may suggest to us the ashrama or the place where sannyasis live, but actually this is not about that kind of an ashrama or a secluded place where the yogis live. But according to the Indian tradition, we have 4 ashramas or 4 stages in life. Shakespeare, for example, he has divided life into 7 stages. But here in India, we have 4 stages in life which are called ashramas. That is Brahmacharyam, Garhasthyam, Vanaprastham, Sannyasam. So what are these stages? What are the qualities of one who lives in this stage in his life? So we have got a detailed description about this in Asrama Upanishad. Altogether, so each of the 4 ashramas, they have 4 divisions. So altogether, we will have 16 types of ashramas. So let us see one by one. The first stage is Brahmacharya stage. So suppose one lives for 100 years, first 25 years will be Brahmacharya. So that is the time when he devotes his whole years for studies. But here there are 4 stages. The first one is Gayatri, second is Brahmanan, third is Prajapatyan, and fourth one is Brihan. So who is a Gayatri? He wears a Jnopavitham, that is the sign of his Brahmacharya. Then he has to take food without salt for 3 nights and recites Gayatri mantra, and he engages in learning all the time. Then second type, who is a Brahmana? He observes Brahmacharya for 48 years and studies all the Vedas. So this is not an easy task. So 48, in those days they used to live 500 years, 900 years, like that. So that's why they are dividing here in the first stage. One has to study Vedas for 48 years, or you study each Veda for 12 years. That also will make 48 years because we have 4 Vedas. So 12 years for each Veda. Then, or you attain excellent knowledge in the Vedas and practice all laws inherent in it. One has to observe all the Yama Niyamadikal, all the laws prescribed in these Vedas. Then you can say you are a Brahmana. That is the second stage. So the third one among the Brahmacharis, who is that? That is Prajapatyan. So who is a Prajapatyan? He is a true and law-abiding husband who is devoted only to his wife. Then he engages in union with his wife in auspicious times only, Ritu Kalangal, very auspicious time. And he will not be attracted by any other woman. That is the first quality. Or for 24 years or 48 years. You can choose either 24 years or 48 years you spend in a Gurukula. This is in the Gurukula that you learn all Vedas, all knowledge at the feet of the Guru. The great Gurus, they used to run ashramas or Gurukulas like that. Then, fourth one among the Brahmacharis, Brihan. He will never abandon his Guru till his death. That is his qualification. That means the whole life he is learning at the feet of the Guru, and he spends all his years in learning the Vedas and other things. Never leave the Guru. Now, the second one is Grihasthasramam. Here also we have four types, four divisions for this. First one is Vartaga Vritti. At this time, in the sannyasasrama, he engages in agriculture or cattle breeding or business and practices all yajna and prays for his soul. Here, he is not a total brahmachari. He is leading a family life, a blessed family life, engages in all business. That is Vartaga Vritti. Second one is Shalina Vritti. Here, he practices yajna, but he will not teach any of these to anyone. He can practice, but he is not qualified to teach. He learns, but he does not teach. He gives alms, but he doesn't accept alms. He pleases his soul in this manner. Now, number 3, in the third section in the Grihasthasrama, Yayavaran is called like that. He practices yajna and he can also teach yajna, all the rituals. He learns and he can teach. Then he gives alms and he can also receive alms. So he performs such activities for about 100 years for his soul's realization, for his fulfillment. And the fourth type, Khora Sannyasika. He deals in tapas for 100 years and performs yajnas. So, though it is Grihasthasrama, it's almost like a kind of meditative life, total meditative life. Then comes the third section, Vanaprastha stage. Here also we have 4 types of Vanaprastha asrama. First one, Vaikhanasan. He eats fruits from self-grown plants and trees. So he grows everything for himself. He collects from his own plants and trees. He performs Pancha Mahayajna. That is for the realization of his soul. Pancha Mahayajna. So, the second one is an interesting name, Udumban. Udumban. He rises up very early and collects fruits and seeds for himself. He also performs Pancha Mahayajna. That is the second type. Third type, and Vanaprastha stage, that is Balakhilyan. So he will have jada, or he will wear only worn out dress, Jirna Vastram. Then he will have Valkalam. He will cover his body with the skin of plants or trees. Then performs Agni Puja for 8 months. And also performs Pancha Mahayajna. So this is a bit more difficult type of Vanaprastha stage. See, from the Vanaprastha you are slowly withdrawing into Sannyasa. That is the fourth stage. So here Balakhilyan is almost a sannyasi. He has almost withdrawn from life. And the fourth one is called Phenapan. Phenapan. So this is a person, he is in a kind of ecstatic mood. He is in a state of ananda, almost a kind of realization. He eats only fruits and sleeps wherever he likes. There is no particular place for him. And he performs Agni Puja and also Pancha Mahayajna. So these are all very difficult stages in life if you practice like this. But this is life prescribed. And now we come to the last stage of the asrama, last asrama, that is sannyasa asrama. So here one becomes a sannyasi. Here also we have 4 divisions. One is that this we have already discussed in sannyasa asrama, sannyasa Upanishad. So it's easy. The first one is Kudichagan, second is Behadagan, third Hamsan, and fourth Paramahamsan. So even when you are a sannyasi, you have difficult stages there. So who is a Kudichagan? First one. He accepts gifts from his son's families or very close relatives and works for refinement of his soul. So, though you are in a sannyasa stage, you can be around your relatives and you accept food items from them. The second one is Bahudagan. He will have the 3-pronged or 3-fold staff, the dand. He will have tuft, a little hair upon his head. He will have a vessel to carry water. He can wear shoes. Then he will have the Yajñopavidam, and he will have Osha dress, the colored dress, and he travels a lot. This is Bhagutagan. Third one is Hamsan, Hamsa Sannyasi. He will not have the 3-pronged staff, only the single staff. And he has the Yajñopavidam. He also has tuft. He spends 1 night in the village and 5 nights in the cities. And he is in search of his Atman, or he works for all time for the fulfillment of his soul. And the 4th stage in the sannyasa asrama, that is Paramahamsa. We have already discussed this. This is described in very detail in Paramahamsa Upanishad. We have one Upanishad just to teach us Paramahamsa. So 4th stage of this asrama. This is a very, he has to follow very stringent rules. 1, he has no staff. He will have a bald head. He will not have any tuft or any hair on his head. He wears kaubina, little dress to cover his vital parts. And he is very courageous. Paramahamsan is never afraid of anyone, no, not even the kings. He keeps his cool always. He is very calm. He also is in a state of ecstasy, ananda, almost like nirvana. He stays only in deserted or dilapidated houses, not in beautiful houses. He can stay in temples. No thoughts about dharma or adharma or joy or sorrow, nothing will affect him. He tolerates anything. He can tolerate any suffering in life. And he has samabhavana. He views everyone as equal. He has no caste differences, nothing. And ultimately he frees his soul. That is the goal of each and every one in this stage. That is the ultimate goal of anyone who has a life and who knows who he is and what his soul is.